Great jacket. Thank you.
How you doing? Mark Stallworth, Miami Times. Coach Mike McDaniel of the Miami Dolphins sent you a text called "Adversity is Opportunity." Could you want to expound on that, your relationship with him, and how you plan to use adversity being an opportunity in Game 4 to make sure you guys get this win?
It's been fun developing a relationship with him. We were fortunate enough to be able to spend a whole afternoon during training camp, see how they operate, and then in the afternoon we ended up just talking shop. That's fun. And obviously he's been to a lot of our games. We've been texting back and forth. We share very similar thoughts about finding strength in adversity and using those as lessons to help you grow.
Ira?
You know the question already, but Tyler Herro, did he have his contact workout yet? And one thing I'm a little unclear of is he's been cleared apparently for contact workouts, but he hasn't been cleared. Can you sort of elucidate a little on the difference between the two? Thank you.
Yeah, this is just part of the process. You have to go through stages. First part of it was just shooting, then movement, then contact versus coaches, and then the next level of contact in practice. He has not been cleared for a game, and he's still not cleared yet.
Tim, fourth row on the left.
Tim Reynolds, Associated Press. Erik, is there any weird consolation in you guys got, especially in the first half, a lot of shots in the paint that you like that just didn't go down? Nicola had a historic performance. Jamal had a historic performance. Like, it took a lot of things to not go your way last night, and a lot of them, like even Jimmy was saying, are correctable. Is there any strange comfort in that, yes, it was a 15-point game, but there are some things that could change pretty easily tomorrow if you wanted them to?
Yeah, like a lot of these games, there are certain things that you like, and you think that you can continue to do those things. I liked our aggressive attacking mentality. And then there's things that, we feel like we have to do better. And this is great competition. Those two guys can manipulate your defense in different ways. And one of the biggest strengths we have is our competitive spirit, nature, just to overcome whatever, even if players play well or a team plays well, that we figure out how to get the win at the end. We were not able to do that. You do have to credit them. And like I said after the game, the film also substantiated that. Was those areas, ball in the air, ball on the floor, 50-50 balls, the physicality parts of the game. For the most part, they were winning those, and clearly the rebounding differential, was probably the most glaring sign.
Mark, back left.
Mark Spears, ESPN Landscape. Coach, at this level, as the stakes are so high, when you have a player like Tyler, how do you gauge honesty in terms of wanting to play, whether should you play, and where are his spirits at this point?
His spirits are great because he's able to work out. And, where he was 5 weeks ago, not able to, he wasn't able to shoot and do the things that he wanted to do. But he's a competitor. He wants to be out there. And he was really excited at the beginning of this playoff run, for the opportunity that we felt that we had with this team. But there's sometimes things that you can't control. So right now he's not cleared to take that next step. He's checked every box so far, but he's not at that next step yet to clear for an NBA Finals game. But he's doing everything he needs to do to take these next steps.
Cooper
Moorhead.com. That was a season high, or tied a season high for Murray Jokic pick and rolls last night. Did you feel like you got any better traction once you started putting two on the ball with Murray? And how dangerous can that be when the result can be Jokic kind of getting the ball in space?
Yeah, I think whatever you do, you just can't do it all the time. There's no absolutes when you get to this level. It's the highest level of competition. You're getting the highest level of execution. understanding what they're trying to get to, and we try to get them out of their comfort zones as much as possible. The first half, they really got to that two-man action quite a bit, and they were getting a lot of traction, so they didn't need to go to any other part of their playbook. Second half, we did, a little bit better with it. Game 4 could be different. They may go to a different part of their menu. Whatever it is, we have to find a way to get the job done.
Joe, front left.
Joe Varden, the Athletic. It seemed like Kyle was limping at the end of last night's game. Will he be on the injury report today?
I don't know if he'll be on the report because I don't follow that. I think you have to put, if you have a hangnail, you have to put that on the report. He slipped at the end, but he already did his shooting and his workout, so he's fine. He'll be ready to go.
White shirt over here, right, fourth row.
Coach, I'm very interested in your career arc and becoming one of the premier coaches in the league that you're considered today. I'm wondering how different is this experience, this stage in your career compared to when you first came up as a head coach working with LeBron and Dwayne Wade? How different do you feel kind of in your own skin here in the finals in comparison to your first finals appearance as a head coach?
Yeah, all the experiences are different, and you want to be fully present, for the team and what's happening right now. I've said this during this playoff run, the more experience you have, the more perspective you have about how difficult this really is. These are extremely difficult challenges, and you end up being even more grateful, for the opportunities to compete at the highest level. That's what we all want. This is the stage that you want to be able to compete and have everything decided between those four lines and find out, how your team stacks up. But it is tough. It's tough going through the gauntlet of 3 rounds to get to this level, and then when you get to this level, it should be what it is. It's the highest level of competition, and our guys thrive in that. They love it. Even after games like last night, our guys love to compete and put it all out there.
Last question in the back.
Hey, Safedin, USA Today. Christian Brown was a guy you kind of picked on defensively in Game 2 during Duncan's run. But what was he doing? Was he one of those benefactors of the 50-50 balls kind of in that second half there?
Yeah, there was a couple of those, but also the force that he was playing with on his cuts and his drives and in transition. Those were X-factor points for sure. And, now he's had 2 games where he's been able to have an impact. And throughout the rotation, we have to make sure that we're getting positive minutes and winning more skirmishes than not. Last night we lost the majority of those skirmishes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.